in the business model test, no, hinahati natin yung tinatawag nating intention ng management. So, ano ba yung intention ng management? Una, in the portfolio of asset. Una, you need to collect contractual cash flow solely from payment of principal and interest. So siguro nababasa nyo na to sa ibang material, no? Yung tinatawag nilang SPPI test. So ito, no, you have an investment from a debtor, no, nangako siya sa'yo, babayaran ka niya ng fixed amount of principal at interest until it matures. So yung cash flow mo, contractual. Pag sinabing contractual, series of cash ang papasok sa'yo upon realization of the period of time. So, yun yung tinatawag na solely, individually or uniquely, solely for payment of principal and interest, known as SPPI. Yung isa naman, I acquire an investment kasi gusto ko ibenta. Yun yung isa. Yung isa naman, no, I acquire investment kasi gusto ko siyang ibenta or kapag hindi maganda yung market, gusto ko siyang hawakan until it matures. So yung SPPI test, ang intention mo is to hold the investment until it matures. Yung sell, of course, to sell. Yung isa naman, both. Matindi itong isa, both. Kapag gumanda ang market, upon speculation, you will sell it. Kapag hindi, or at least you do have principal and interest. Because of this business model test, you can now measure or rather classify what type of investment is applicable for them. So for example, for contractual cash flow, no, SPPI, to hold, sila yung dati mong tinatawag na held to maturity security. Kaya lang, old na siya. Ang pangalan niya ngayon is amortized cost. So sila yung investment recognized at amortized cost. Yung sell naman, no, tawag mo sa kanila dati, trading securities. Ngayon, sila yung tinatawag mo investment at fair value through profit or loss. So medyo mahaba, no? Fair value through profit or loss. Kahit i-abbreviate mo, ang haba pa rin, ang daming letters ka. Hindi ko na lang i-consider. Ang ganda ng investment name niya ngayon, no? Backed by IFRS. Parang Daniel Padilla. Nasa kanya na lahat. So pag tinanong mo what is the initial measurement, masasagot niya. What is the subsequent measurement, masasagot niya. Saan mapupunta yung differences ng dalawa, masasagot niya. Okay? If you want to hold the investment and at the same time sell it, if the market movement goes to be favorable, you will recognize this investment at fair value through OCI. Yan. Dati ang tawag mo sa kanya, no, available for sale. Sila yung mga naririnig yung available for sale. Okay? Okay? That's the latest, ha? So, pag lumabas sa board exam, how much is the gain or loss on sale of fair value through OCI? It's 0. Okay? How much is the amount transferred to profit or loss? None. Okay? How much is the amount transferred to retained earnings? Possible. Yes, there is an amount. Okay? Konting technique lang in the board exam. Alam mo, hindi mo naman masisisi yung ibang examiner. Sa hindi malamang dahilan, luma yung tanong. Luma yung tanong na nakuha nila, no? At sa hindi maipaliwanag din na dahilan, hindi nila nabago. Okay? So, luma. Pag luma yung tanong, lumang standard more likely yung magagamit. So, for example, naka-encounter ka ng ganyan. Investment, fair value through OCI. Binenta. Alam mo na walang gain or loss on sale yan. Kaso, eto choices. A, may amount. B, may amount. C, may amount. D, may amount. Ang gagawin mo, iiyak ka. Tama? Kasi wala yung zero doon eh. Alam naman gumawa ka ng letter E, i-scan mo, baka pag in-scan mo yung letter E, ma-invalidate yung buong scannable paper mo. Ha? Okay, kung lang choices, doon ka lang mag-i-scan. Ha? May mga instances ganyan eh. Although, bulong-bulungan lamang yan sa kanto. Okay? Na nai-invalidate daw yung buong questionnaire or yung buong answer sheet niya kasi nag-shade siya ng outside the allowed choices na meron ka. Okay? Pag may ganun, guys, A, B, C, D, under the rules of board exam, the questions are always assumed to be valid. Okay? Huwag kang magmagaling o magpabibo. Natatayo ka, okay? Pupunta ka sa harap at sasabihin mo sa proctor na I believe this question in this item is invalid because according to section, etc., etc. Hindi ka issue ng lisensya for that. Okay? Under the rules of board examinations, every question thrown to your item is considered or assumed valid. Let the academe, let the review centers, okay, appeal to the Board of Accountancy with regards to the validity or non-validity of a question. Pero for you as examinee, sasagutin mo lang siya. That's your best remedy. So pag ganun, A, B, C, D, alam mo na na latest ang accounting standard, sinasabi niyang wala ka ng gain or loss on sale. Pero according to your choices, lahat may amount. It only implies and it may only mean that you have to use the old standard. Okay? Unfortunately, you don't have any recourse. So what does the old standard says? The old standard says, ganito, you have a gain or loss on sale. Okay? That's the old standard. You have a gain or loss on sale. The old standard also says you have a reclassification or recycling. Take note of that. The old standard says you have a gain or loss on sale for this OCI investment. The old standard also say that you have a reclassification or recycling for OCI investment. So, kukumpitin mo siya. Okay? Siguro naman marunong ka mag-determine ng gain or loss. Naku po, hindi mo alam. Diba basic to sa basic accounting? Magkano mo binenta? Sales price or proceeds? Magkano book value ng investment or carrying value niya? Or balance? Minsan kasi kailangan mo i-update eh. Balance as of date of sale. Guys, kapag ang date of sale hindi tumama sa balance sheet date, ang pinaka-huling balance niya is kung ni-report mo siya sa huling balance sheet reporting mo. Naintindihan po? Di ba, binenta, April 1, 2020. O, kailan ba yung huling balance sheet date? December 31, 2019. So, ang book value or carrying value niya is December 31, 2019 plus minus transactions that occurred from January 1 to April. Okay? Ganun ang ganun ang approach mo to determine the gain or loss on sale. Okay na? Okay na tayo? Okay. Ano na tayo? Problem solving na tayo? Okay. Sige. You share. Handout. Yan. Ang ganda oh. Oh, may logo pa rin. Okay. So, ito na tayo. As I mentioned, you will deal with discussions na of the problem itself. Ayan. Okay. So, number 1, pure problems muna tayo. Company provided the following transaction. Okay. Bumili daw siya in 2018. Bumili siya ng 1,000 shares. 150 pesos per share plus transactional cost of 3,750. At year-end, fair value niya 180. Noong 2019, binenta niya yung 400, no? Okay. The shares. Okay. So, sa 1,000 na binili niya, binenta niya 400 at 190. Then, on that year also, at year-end, ang fair value niya is 175. So, itong mga tanong, no? Investment balance to be reported in the statement of financial position, December 31, 2018. Gain or loss on sale of ordinary shares for 2019. Unrealized gain or loss in the equity section of the statement of financial position as of December 31, 2019. And medyo wala malang pasintabi, no? Letter D. Answer A to C, assuming this type of investment. Okay? So, una, bago tayo pumunta sa letter D, alamin mo muna kung anong klaseng investment yung binili mo. Okay? Ako na magsasabi sa iyo, yung binili mo is fair value through P&L. Bakit? Ano ba sabi natin kanina sa technique para malaman mo kung paano mo ma-identify investment? Una, pag mabait ang problem, sinasabi niya kung anong klaseng investment meron ka. Pangalawa, pag medyo tahimik, mahiyain si problem, malalaman mo yan through hints, words, or terms that exhibit features or characteristics of that investment. Ganun mo yun. Malalaman. Parang tao yan, di ba? Malalaman mo yung tao, manner, the way he or she spoke. Kung hindi siya nagsasalita, malalaman mo sa action. O ganun din dito. Sa problem na to, hindi na binanggit. Mini-measure niya yan at fair value through P&L. Pero nagbigay siya ng hint. Sabi niya, binili niya yung investment, ayan for trading purposes. So, alam mo na that this is recognized investment at fair value through P&L. Ganun ang way, ha? Hindi laging blessed ka. Na lagi na lang binibigay sa iyo lahat. Of course, minsan kailangan mong tingnan yung features or characteristic. Sige, punta tayo ulit sa mahiwagang whiteboard. Okay? Pag mga ganyan, medyo madadali yung mga problem. Yung iba, lodi pagdating sa journal entries. No? Journalize mo lang yung entry, basta alam nila yung entrada, masasagutan na nila lahat ng klase ng tanong. Okay? Yung iba naman, T-account approach. Basta alam mo lang yung laman ng T-account, masasagot mo na yung item. Tayo, T-account tayo. Okay? Mas madali kasi pag ipa-journalize pa natin, hindi naman nagjo-journalize sa board exam. Okay? Hindi yan yung mga katulad ng mga kilala yung mga tito, tita, lolo, lola na may mga journal entry pa at worksheet. Na? Dito, kung tatanungin ka ng journal entry, choices din. What will be the debit, what will be the other side, credit, or what will be the both debits or credits. Kadalasan, mga balances or figures ang tinatanong. Okay. So, gawa tayo ng T-account. Yan. Ano ba yan? Ang pangit naman ng T-account mo. Okay. No? Ganyan talaga pag medyo gutom na. Okay. Yan. T-account. Pangalanan natin yung T-account natin. Equity. Shares yun eh. Investment. At fair value through P&L. Di ba? Sinabi ko na sa kayo kanina, P&L yan. Okay. So, magkano niya binili? Saan na ba yun? Ayun. Binili daw niya yung investment, no? 150 pesos per share. Okay. Times 1,000 shares. So, 150,000. Yan na. O, sa mga nagtatanong, fair value niya or yung initial amount niya, 150 at 1,000 shares yung binili niya. Okay? Next, anong mangyayari dun sa DAX? May nakita kasi akong 3,750 pesos na transactional cost. I-add ba natin dito? Hindi, kasi PNL. So, si 3,750, expense. Okay, bye-bye na. So, binili niya yan, 2018 eh. Okay, may date ba? Wala, basta sinabi lang 2018. Wala namang iba nangyari. Okay? Now, magre-report ka na sa FS. December 31, 2018. Okay, bakit sa kaliwa? Talagang ka na, no? Loaded ka na sa mga nire-review mo. Sa kaliwa, kasi ang normal balance niya, kaliwa, kasi asset to. Tama? So, kung asset to, debit side niya, normal balance niya. So, December 31, 2018, ito nang mangyari. I-measure mo raw siya at fair value. Magkano mo siya i-measure at fair value? Ayun, minention din niya. Sabi raw, noong 2018, ang halaga na raw ng share, 180 pesos. Yan. So, 180 pesos times 1,000, 180,000. Ito ngayon ang problema natin, guys. 150 mo siya binook originally. 180,000 siya i-report sa FS. Tama? So, anong mangyayari? May 30,000 ka ngayong difference. Okay? So, anong mangyayari doon sa 30,000 na difference na yon? Lagay natin dito. Papasok siya ngayon as your unrealized gains or loss, P&L. Yan, pasok natin. Unrealized gains or loss, P&L. Yan. So, dito siya, no? Yan. Lagay natin sa credit. Sir, bakit credit? Di ba income yan? Normal balance niya is credit. Okay, now, so ano mangyayari? I-report mo yung 180,000 as current asset kasi P&L to, no? In your balance sheet. So, that's the answer in letter A. Kasi di ba tinatanong niya, how much is the balance of the investment as of December 31, 2018? Tama? Sir, ano mangyari sa unrealized gains or loss P&L? Itong 30,000 na to, pupunta sa P&L section of the Statement of Comprehensive Income. Wow. Okay? Tapos, ano mangyari? Wala na. Sarado na to. Sir, bakit sarado? Diba inaano mo to? Kino-closing entry mo to. In fact, meron dapat yung 30,000 na debit. Kino-closing entry mo yan sa retained earnings. Diba? So, technically, wala kang cumulative balance. So, alam mo na. Tama ako kanina. Wala kang cumulative balance. Okay? Diba? Kanina, sinabi natin walang cumulative balance of that investment. Yan ang itsura niya. Okay na. Sige, ibenta na natin. Yan. Binenta daw niya at 190. 400 times 190. Yan. Sige, kumpitin natin. 190 times 400 shares. Meron ka palang 76,000. So, you will have 4,000 gain on sale. Wow! Ang laki ng gain on sale mo, no? 4,000. So, baliktad naman yan, no? Tumanggap ako ng pera dahil sa binenta ko, 76,000. Nag-credit ako ng investment kasi wala na siya. Binenta ko siya, 72. So, high, kumita ako ng 4K. Gain on sale. So, kanina, consistent tayo, no? Sabi natin kanina sa principle, you will recognize a gain on sale. And that gain on sale is part of P&L. Okay? So, may gain on sale siya. Now, next, come December 31, 2019. Ang shares mo na lang, 600 shares. Magre-report ka uli sa balance sheet. Okay? So, ayun. Ang sabi raw niya, ang halaga na lang na investment mo come December 31, 2019 is 175. So, meron kang 105,000. Ayan. Back by journal entry. Ano lang yan? Anong tawag dyan? Squeeze, workback method. Magkano? Ang difference. 180, 72, may 108 ka pa, 105,000 mo lang daw i-report. Tama? So, kailangan mo pa ng additional credit. Itong credit na to, 3,000. This is what you call unrealized gains or loss. This time, loss. Last year kasi gain eh. Tama? Last year gain. Yan. Lagay natin. Unrealized gains or loss, P&L. Hindi ka naniniwala na 3,000 loss. Sige, ganito. Magkano ang book value niya or fair value niya? December 31, 2019, 105,000. Okay? Magkano ang book value niya or fair value niya? December 31, 2018. Sabi mo 180,000. Kaya sabi mo, sir, naniniwala ako na loss siya ng 75,000. Magaling, magaling. Okay? Sabi mo, yan ang unrealized loss. Okay? PNL. Okay? Ito lang ito lang ang comment ko dyan. Take note kadalasan yung malito as examining. You are comparing apples to mango. Guys, yung 105, this is for 600 shares. Yung 180, unfair. We're talking about 1,000 shares. Tama? So when you want to compare the previous book value, you have to ensure that it should be the latest number of shares after transactions within the year. So instead of 180, okay, compare it to the 600 shares. So that is 600 shares. Next na question. Sir, magkano? Tama? Sir, magkano? Ang ginagawa ng iba, 600 times 150. Sir, saan galing yung 150? Doon sa original acquisition pa. Dito, dyan nyo kinukuha. Mali uli. Unfair. Kasi sabi ko na previous book value on the recent reporting date. Ano ba yung recent reporting date? Diba yung 180? Yes, yung 180. Ayan yung recent reporting date to. Yan, lagyan natin sa yan. Yan ang recent reporting date. So, 180 times 600, yun. Doon mo kunin. So, magkano? 108,000. Pantay na laban? Yes. 600 shares? We're talking about 600 shares? Yes. We're talking about the previous book value? Yes. Pantay na. Okay. So, magkano ang loss? Ang loss is only 3,000. Tali? You know, 3,000 loss. So, kung ayaw mo ng the account approach, itong technique na lang gawin mo. Fair value or book value as of the recent balance sheet date versus the previous balance sheet date. Ano na? Fair value or book value as of the recent balance sheet date versus the previous balance sheet date. And you will get the realized gains or loss P&L for the year. Okay? Ito, dagdag pa, technique. Alam mo itong discussion na to, madali lang to Tutulugan mo to sa board exam Pero alam mo, marami pa rin ang nadidispalinghado rito Dahil lamang sa mga tanong. Okay? Minsan, ganito lumalabas. How much is the unrealized gain or loss? Okay? Gain or loss to be reported in the P&L section of the Statement of Comprehensive Income. Ano sagot mo? Okay. Sige, para malinaw. Let's talk about 2019. How much is the unrealized gains or loss? P&L. Statement of Comprehensive Income. The answer is correct. 3,000 loss. Next. Minsan may ganitong tanong. How much is the unrealized gains or loss? OCI section of the Statement of Comprehensive Income. Sagot? Ayun 3,000. The answer is 3,000 loss. Tama? Mali. Sagot, 0. Bakit? Kulit ka Ang hinahanap niya, i-report sa OCI section. Ang investment mo, PNL. Diba sabi ko sa inyo, saan siya papunta? Doon lamang siya. Teritoryo niya yon. So kapag ang tanong, how much is the unrealized gains or loss on OCI? Wala ka namang ibang investment except PNL. So 0 yan. Okay? Next. Minsan hindi ganyan ang tanong. How much is the unrealized gains or loss for the year? Yan. For the year. Sagot? Meron. 3,000 loss. Okay? For the year Pag sinabi mo for the year, wala yung pinagkaiba sa Statement of Comprehensive Income. Okay? Next, letter D. How much is the unrealized gains or loss? As of. Hindi, Grammar lang. At. Yan. Okay? Kapag ganyan ang tanong, ang sagot, 0. Why? Balik ka sa discussion natin kanina, walang cumulative reporting ang P&L na investment. Tama? Okay, next. O minsan may mga tanong pa. Letter E. How much is the unrealized gains or loss to be reported in the statement of changes in equity? Sagot? 0 uli. Bakit? Dahil hindi siya na-report separately in changes in equity, but instead, lumulubog siya sa retained earnings. Okay? Sige. Nagutan na natin yung kanina. Ano ba yung mga tanong niya? Investment balance to be reported in 2018. Ayun. 180,000. Saan yun? Ayun. 180,000. Gain or loss on sale of ordinary shares? Meron. Gain on sale, 4,000. Unrealized gains or loss to be reported in the equity section of the statement of financial position. Sagot? 0. Wala nga siyang separate reporting. And letter D, ito exciting. If it is at fair value through OCI.